To this video about HTML colors. So I'll be explaining how what HTML colors are, the RGB naming of color, the use naming of colors with RGB, X values, and HSL values. So HTML colors are specified with predefined color names or with RGB, X, HSL, RGBA, or HSLA values. In HTML, a color can be specified by using a color name like tomato, red, dodger blue, medium sea green, gray, slate blue, violet, light gray, green, pink, yellow, and so on. So HTML supports 150 color names. So and these are the colors that HTML supports. They are just 114 numbers, and also like to use the colors in HTML, use either use it for the background, for the text color, or for things like um, styling. Let's say a border or just like normal usage of colors to beautify the website or web page. Also, color values in HTML, colors can be specified using RGB values, X values, HSL values, RGBA values, and HSLA values. The following three div elements have their background color set to RGB, X, HSL values, and they all specify like the same type of color. For example, this RGBA 255, 99, and so on is the same thing as FF6347 and this HSL value. So this is the RGBA, this is the X value, while this is the HSL value. So also the RGBA and HSLA values is basically the same thing with RGB and HSL respectively, but the A at the end of RGBA and HSLA is for transparency. So in this example, like the transparency is set to 0.5, and that means half of the transparency, or should I say brightness, is what you are seeing in this second example. So um, I'll be talking about RGB. So HTML RGB and RGB colors. The RGB color values represent red, green, blue light sources. The RGB color value is an extension of RGB with an alpha channel, that is opacity or transparency. So the RGB color values in HTML, a color can be specified as an RGB value using the formula um, RGB and red, green, and blue. So and the each parameter like red, green, and blue defines the intensity of the color with a value between 0 and 255. So you can't have like 256 or 257 or -1 as a value for each parameter. So like a value of RGB 0000 we mean like it is black, while a RGB of 255 we mean like it is white. So it is just trying to say like the values in those parameters are just to describe the intensity of the colors like, I mean the colors as in red, green, and blue. So we also have okay, this is an example of a shade of gray. So shade of gray are usually defined using equal values of all three parameters. For example, 60 60 60 will give you this shade of gray, 100 100 100 another shade of gray, 240 240 240 another shade of gray. So and RGB color values, okay, So you can come to this w3schools.com/html/html colors rgb.asp. So try out this RGB tool. That this tool you can use to generate colors just by moving the parameters. So so this is basically green. So the example I was trying to make, like with 255, 255, 255 will give us a white color, but a um but a 000 will give us a black color. So in the next video I'll be explaining x value and hsl value. Thank you for watching. Bye.